All right, ladies and gentlemen, Cutco Mike and Cutco Pat here live in St. Charles at the Best Western Plus off of 5th Street next to Bass Pro, and we are long overdue for an update and a walkthrough video just to remind you how amazing these programs are that we offer as career sales professionals. So just want to let you know that if you've seen us talk about sharpening, service, events, this is what you can expect. Sometimes you think, oh man, he's just trying to sell me something, or I don't want to go and be caught up into something for hours on end, right? This is not a timeshare. This is not some, long drawn out process like buying a car where you got to sit in the finance office for hours on end. We're going to help you out, in and out, 30 minutes, in and out service. What we believe in is get you taken care of first, make sure you're confident and happy and proud of owning Cutco. And then after that, it's up to you. You want to have some fun, you want to spend some money, or you want to build a wish list? Let's take you on to the room here. So I know many of you will see me promote and talk about Cutco Service Events, and we've been offering this program probably for about 7-8 years now. A couple individuals out west said, "Hey, I got a family, I got multiple kids. We're going to be try to be more efficient, right?" So what we did is we came up with a program where we rent out conference rooms at hotels and special venues and do a day or two of service and sales and fun and laughs. And basically, you just walk into a conference room wherever the event's at. We usually try to pick nice, clean hotels off of major intersections that you could come and see us. And if you're somebody who buys from me or Pat and you live in a different state, we can help you and direct you to the factory with forms and literature and labels. And if maybe you want to be a part of one of these, hey, make the road trip. Take a little hour or two visit, or we can refer you to one of our friends that are also Cutco trained. So check in, fill out a service form, get some knives sharpened, a quick consultation, pick up your Cutco, and happy chopping. So we got Cutco Pat here, my right-hand man. Pat's been working with me for the last 4 years full-time, but has been in Cutco for many, many years. And one thing I love about Pat is this guy does not cut corners. I was joking with him this morning. I said, "Pat, I heard you're going to start cutting corners." And he's like, "Yeah, right, Mike." And was ready to kick me in the rear end. But he had everything fully set up. And I'm like, "Pat, how many appointments you got today?" He's like, "I didn't book as many as I wanted," but this guy does not cut corners. He does not believe in anything that is not level 10, 7-star service. So, Pat, why would somebody want to come on out to get their knives sharpened on just a simple Tuesday or Friday at a hotel with me or you or any other Cutco rep maybe that they've worked with or done business with?
I think it's the simplest, easiest, and quickest way to get really the guarantee that you already paid for originally when you bought your knives. Back in the day, we realized at Cutco that we had this discrepancy between how many people own Cutco versus how many people were taking advantage of that guarantee. And so we had to find a way to get into the home, and that's why we always honor Ed Reed. If you ever read the sharpener, it says Ed Reed.
Tell us about Ed Reed. Do you remember about Ed Reed?
He was the man. He developed this sharpener. He developed the in-home appointment sharpening service. He developed a way to really, continue to do that service first, sales second mindset and help you out in your home. Fast forward to today, we're obviously a lot more professional. We're always growing. We're always building the program out. But we always want to honor the legends, honor the people that were the giants that started this.
So I'm sitting here with Pat, so I'm a customer. Yep. So normally I'll have a box of knives, right? Or we've seen it all. We actually have a Hall of Fame for sharpening towels. We'll see towels from the 1950s and 60s come in. Me and Fonz have seen knives rolled up in old overalls and jeans. Yeah. We've seen packaging paper, newspaper. Some people just come in with like the knives in their hands, like Edward knife hands. And you just grab a seat. Yeah. And then me and Pat kind of developed this little form here to kind of walk you through. Hey, we're going to help you out. You can take advantage of factory service or on-the-spot service. And I would say about 50% of the time people take advantage of factory, and then the other 50% we just sharpen on the spot. So the on the spot would be kind of like a little tune-up oil change, or what I like to call is like that $10 car wash. You're going to get your car clean. You can maybe get the free vacuum, but nothing over the top, like crazy exciting, right? In and out. And that's what like a little tune-up is. We're going to use the Ed Reed sharpener. These are all tested and approved by Cutco. And then we also have the brand new Is this 84 model? 84 model. Basically dummy proof. Anybody can use this, even me and Pat. We're not saying that you're a dummy, but it's that easy to use. And this also is for sale. So maybe you live rural and you're like, I don't want to come in and see every couple years. Pick up one of these. They're only like $66. So we'll kind of walk you through the pros and perks of doing both services. And the only cost would be the return shipping. So we'll cover the shipping out to the factory. We'll have it all insured, service forms, receipts, everything you need to feel confident that you'll get your knives back. And here's the good news. In how many years have you been doing this?
14.
And for me, I've done this for 21 years. We've lost 0 packages.
That's right.
So we have 100% satisfaction rating. I had one lady, I just told a story from a really rich part of St. Louis. And I always say 2 to 3 weeks turnaround time. And she calls me at a week. Where's my knives? I go, ma'am, I said 2 to 3 weeks. Be patient. I know you're excited. Made her laugh a little bit. I said, if you don't get it by 3 weeks, I'll make sure you get a brand new package in the mail. So she calls me at 2 weeks. Is like, where's my knives? And you know me, I go over the top with everything. So I said, I tell you what, I'll have an advance order shipped out just to make you feel confident that you're going to get your knives overnight. So I spent a couple $100 out of pocket, have her brand new knives shipped, and then the same day her package from the factory shows up. So we don't plan on losing knives, neither does Cutco, so you're in good hands. I know that's a fear a lot of people have. I don't want to lose my knives, or I don't want to get somebody else's knives. They're not at the factory swapping out knives with somebody's old trimmers. They get them, they go through many boxes a day, they sharpen them, they polish them, they send them right back, or they replace them with brand new. So yeah, we'll walk you through kind of the differences of what to expect. So the factory service to me is like that $24 car wash where you get the tire shine, you get the full inside cleaning. It's like a spa day for your knives. It is truly the best service in America, or if you're in Canada and you have Cutco, we can help you out with that too. We'll walk you through the different types of edges, explain what to look for, what we're looking for. So it is a full service appointment, just like if you went and got an oil change or a tune-up or a teeth cleaning, right? Or a checkup, right? Dr. Pat here, your knifelogist.
That's right.
Dr. Cutco Mike, your knifelogist. We've got more schooling than probably doctors on sharpening knives and helping people with Cutco. And then while you're waiting, you take a little browse. Hey, maybe you haven't seen the new steak knives. Maybe you haven't seen the Forever Flatware. Maybe you haven't seen the row of what we call specialty knives. There's a lot of knives that don't come in any of the sets, and they've become some of the best sellers. Maybe you're a business owner and you're like, you know what, I've seen you talk about this engraved stuff and I'm done giving gift cards to my customers. Maybe you're like, hey, I just need a good pocket knife for my husband or for me. Maybe you want to just cut some pennies and learn how to do that. We'll teach them how to cut pennies, right? Maybe you just want to see cool gift sets that are not online. So what's cool is the top reps make their own gift sets because what we've done is found the best sellers. Maybe you go, I've seen you talk about this beast forever. What's in the beast? Well, you'll have a chance to learn what's in the beast, right? Maybe you want to just learn about the cutting boards, hunting knives. We work with a lot of veterans and military branches, so we have all the emblems to use and engrave on knives. And, like I said, the big thing we're doing now is helping businesses, small, medium, large, with what we call high-end appreciation gifts. What's this guy say here, Pat? Keep calm.
So he's an example of bad marketing.
Bad marketing. So here you go. Bad marketing with a Cutco knife. So here's the thing. A lot of businesses spend, money on what we call throwaway swag. And, most people don't keep these around. Maybe there's a story of like a comb you got 50 years ago that you still use. But I guarantee you this. You give somebody Cutco, they're going to use it and talk about it. So reach out to me. And by the way, these gifts are not just like, maybe you're sitting there and go, Mike, I don't own a business. But you got kids getting married, right? You got grandkids getting married.
Yeah.
You got, maybe somebody house sit, right? Somebody watch your
House
dog.
sit. Yeah.
Somebody watch your dog for a week. Instead of giving them money, give them a knife. They'll have that knife forever.
Pastor gifts.
Yeah, pastor gifts. I love that,
Just worked hard on Easter.
Yeah, pastors worked 4 or 5 services, right?
Think about that.
Volunteer gifts.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, so when we talk about doing Cutco as a business gift, I wish it would be rebranded as just appreciation gifts, right? Cutco appreciation gifts. Because when you appreciate somebody, giving them something that they're going to throw away, it's not really a sign of appreciation, right? We got the wellness mats, right? I used to talk about these all the time. I need to start talking about them again. Standing on a cloud. So we partnered with wellness mats many years ago. These are truly the best of the best. Barbecue tools. I have a little joke with Alan because he bought these and he never seen them. And now we started putting them on display. But 19.5 inches long. I mean, these things fill up our bins because they're so big and long. Barbecue season's right around the corner. Gardening, right? Many of you, your grass is turning green, or if it's not green already, get out there and prune and trowel, and the weeds will be popping up sooner than you know it. Here's another cool program. So let's say you are a little business or big business, or maybe you're just like, Mike, I don't have a business, but I want to get my kids started. We have this cool program that's not online. You can't find this online. You have to come and talk to me or Pat or a rep. It's called Build a Set. So you see the prices of Cutco, and it's not getting any cheaper anytime soon, right? But maybe you're like, I want to get my kids a set, but I only want to spend $200-300 this year, right? So we have a program that can get you outfitted with a set, and we keep record of everything. We keep notes of everything from colors to quantities to, if you want, we can also add to our database the names of who you gave the knives to. But I also say take a list on your own end and keep that too. Some ladies keep catalogs, Excel sheets, or just, on your phone. But let's say you want to start somebody with a small set, a homemaker set, a signature set, an ultimate set, and we can also customize those with plaques. And then what we do is we pair it up with what we call is the best, way to package it. So we can do chopping knives one year, we can do carving knives, we can do table knives, steak knives, utility knives. So if you haven't heard about that program, guys, reach out to me, whether it's for your kids or your grandkids, or maybe you. Maybe you're sitting there watching this video going, you know what, Mike, all my posts every day are about Cutco. And it's just so expensive, I can't afford it. Guys, everything's expensive. Seriously, if you have not bought anything and you don't, get out of the house, everything's expensive. So might as well buy something expensive that lasts and is quality. Maybe you have an RV or camper. Me and Pat were just talking about this show we're going to do with RVs. It's out at the trap shooting facility. And this is right here, the perfect little 5-piece set. Is it Linda? Yeah, I'll be with you in 1 minute. We're just getting people excited about the sharpening event today. So these are like what we've done is we took the 5 best knives and put them in a little tray. And it's also a great little set for people getting married, also getting for their first apartment, dorm room, or maybe you just got a small kitchen. You're like, hey, I don't want a full set. I just need 5 knives. So once again, come on out and see us. When we put on these events, we spend a lot of money to put on these events. It's all paid for out of pocket by your rep just to get you to come out and take advantage of service and any offers. So if you're like, hey, Mike, I'm here. I like you. I like Cutco. I like Pat. I want to browse. I want to shop. I want to build a wish list. This is the perfect time to do it. And once again, we get you in and out in no time, 30 minutes or less. And don't be afraid to sign up for an appointment. And maybe, like I said, you've been thinking about it. Here's what I tell people. Every 3 years, you should pop on by. Because here's what happens. Your paring knife will need a tune-up. Your chef knife will need a tune-up. Your steak knives, table knives probably get used almost weekly, if not daily, like our house. Bring in your gadgets. Sometimes they melt. Sometimes they bubble. Sometimes they dull. Bring in these guys, these little utensils. If you have these utensils, what happens is sometimes it hits a hot little coil. Maybe they got dropped in the bottom of a dishwasher and it got melted. We can send that back and get it replaced. Bring in your cutting boards. I just made a post today about the cutting boards and why they're good and why they're safe and why you want to take advantage of them. But after a few years, if they get beat up and banged up and discolored and all cut up, bring them in. We'll get them replaced for you. I mean, think about that. A $37 cutting board, you can literally get replaced forever. You can't beat that type of service. So come on down. By the way, if you have kids or friends or neighbors or people you go to church with or play bunco with, and they go, what are you doing this week? I'm getting my knife sharpened. Bring them with you, or bring their knives with you, and we'll help you get those taken care of. So thanks for watching. We'll start trying to do more videos to keep you guys informed. If you are learning something new, feel free to comment. And also, if you have any questions, we're here to help and serve. And once again, we have a full day, back to back to back to back to back. So we're not here trying to keep you, like a timeshare presentation. We want to help you get in and get out, have some fun, maybe pick up some new tools and toys, and also see and learn what you can start building towards. All right, everybody. God bless. Have a knife day, and we got Linda here waiting, and we're going to get her started early, all right? Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment if you come to one of these events and everything we talk about is true to exactly what we just promoted. Take care and have a nice day. Bye-bye.